there's a Seattle twist to this because it's former Seahawks quarterback Sean Salisbury, who hosts a national sports radio show based in Houston, and I was his partner on that show for the last couple of years before I moved back home to Seattle here at King 5. He was one of the first, if not the first person, to take video, to walk up to the Lakewood Church and take video and pictures of it and show America that it was accessible. And he joins us now live from Houston by phone. Sean, good morning. Thanks for waking up with us. How are your loved ones? How are you doing, first of all?
Well, we're doing fine, Steve. Aside from a little flooding in my place, which is, my little irritant is far less important than those that are standing on rooftops and have lost lives. And you, having lived here, seen part of the floods, it devastates and breaks my heart to see what a lot of these people have to go through. But you know what? The rescue efforts and the National Guard and the people of Houston have rallied like crazy. Even guys like Mattress Mac, who opens up his businesses of furniture, and he's a famous guy around here, and he always does stuff for charity. People are in his buildings to the point where it's capacity where they can't even get in and sell anything because he's allowed people in. So it's a sad. I've never seen anything like it. It's like a disaster movie in certain areas that you go to the movies and you say, man, that could never happen to us. And it's happened to people in Houston, and it's sad. When I know you guys had your most rainfall ever in 1 year in 45 inches, and it's up over 50 in 4 days here in Houston. So sad times for those that are going through difficulty.
It's unbelievable to watch here from Seattle, Sean. And in terms of the church, I know a lot of people there were wondering, with this big furniture store letting people sleep on his couch, how was it that the pastor wasn't allowing people into the church? When you got there, what did you see?
Yeah, Steve, and you know what? Let me make this point. And you know me, I'm a God-fearing man, and I actually have read Mr. Osteen's books before, and I live about a mile away. And I kept hearing that it was open because I'm sitting here thinking, because I've spent 3 days in my truck, loading up my truck, not as a pat on the back, but driving around my community, and you know me, trying to see if somebody was stranded, if I could take them in or we could take them somewhere. And I kept hearing about shelters that were overflowing and needed places, the convention center. And then I heard somebody say, well, what's Joel Osteen doing? His building's flooded. And I simply drove my truck in front of the building, parked there, walked around, looked inside, took video. It wasn't to out anybody. I was just trying to find out and let people know that maybe this is a man who on Sunday fills it with 16,000 people and preaches, the unconditional love, which is great. That maybe he could open his doors to at least to let people know, even if they didn't want to show up there, if it was 100 people or one person or 1,000 people. There was not a security guard. There was not it was like a barren desert, no pun intended, considering all the water. There was nobody there. So I thought, well, why is he saying this? And then he said it was flooded out in the lobby area. Nothing was flooded. And then ironically, after all the public pressure, how in the world, if it was flooded and you can't get people in less than 24 hours, the next day, there was thousands of tons of goods and over a mile-long line of cars trying to get to, were waiting hours to just pull in to drop stuff off. I was there yesterday dropping 40 bags of clothing off. I took 80% of my clothing to drop it off there and to see. So it didn't just unflood when it rained for 20 straight hours after the video was posted. So my point is this. You know what? It's a great thing that he opened it and saves lives, but he sure as heck could have done it. Instead of being reactive, he could have been proactive. And to tell people it was open, there wasn't a soul around there. I could have walked in and walked around the building and had my way. There was nobody, and there was nobody standing around the lobby. So he can say what he wants, and I'm glad he's doing it. But it's just sad because there's people. And why wait till there's capacity at other places?
Right.
Why would you wait for capacity at other places when you have an opportunity to reach out and be the first one to help people instead of the last one, so it makes you look like you're doing the right thing? Although he is helping people now, but I think a little nudge from a bunch of people helped push this along.
Yeah, and I know you're being humbled because it was your video that got picked up by NBC News, by Access Hollywood, by TMZ, went completely viral and really helped change the tide and save thousands of people and find them someplace to stay. So, Sean, I love you. I appreciate you joining us. Former Seahawks quarterback doing great work in Houston, helping people find safety. Thanks for joining us, Sean, and just give my love to everyone we used to work with.
I will. I love you people in Seattle, and I love you, brother, and you guys keep doing great things. I'm proud of you. Appreciate everything.